people who have been trying to stop you for the last 3 years. It was not your good looks or your education or your LinkedIn profile, but God had a plan for your life while you were still in your mother's womb. Every now and again, you ought to think about every force in the universe that tried to stop you from getting to this moment. But you're still breathing as a testimony that whatever God decides for your life, it is getting ready to come to pass. You don't even understand. You are sitting next to somebody who is a world changer and a history maker. They don't know how much value they have in their life. If nothing has tried to stop you, you are not destined. But if you had to fight through hell and high water just to get to where you are today, I need you to shout as an overcomer that no weapon formed against you shall be able to prosper. Mordecai went and saw Esther and said to Esther, you don't have the right to remain silent. If you are silent in this moment, your family will not survive. This is not the time for y'all to be bougie and stuck up. Generations of your unborn family are waiting to see what are you going to do next. If you don't care about the generation that comes behind you, then you ain't got to listen to the rest of this message. But if you are excited for what your children and your grandchildren and your great-grandchildren and your great-great-great-grandchildren are gonna do, I need you to open up your mouth that your children won't know student loans. I need you to shout out loud that there'll be no addiction in your family. I need you to scream that cancer will be cured in your lifetime. Don't wait till the battle is over. Shout right now for what's getting ready to happen. Says you can't afford to be quiet. If you are quiet now, your family will not survive this. If you don't say anything in this moment, you do not have a bright future. This is the largest demographic of black people since our history in America who are claiming that they are not going to vote. It is important for you to be mindful. It is also the largest demographic of black people who don't go to church. Y'all just missed what I just said. There is a disconnect because when it is that you vote, you are exercising your faith. And they've been trying to stop us from moving. Dogs don't bark over parked cars. They only go after cars that are moving. Black people, ask yourself, why are they working so hard to stop us from voting? In 2020 was the largest voter turnout in history. And in democracy, they should be excited about that many people going out to vote. But when they realized that the largest voting bloc in America is black women, they said there must be a revolution that is getting ready to happen. Because when black women roll up their sleeves, then society has got to change. I don't need everybody to yell, but I need the super bad sisters in this room who know you were born to change the world. You were born to make a difference. You were born to make an impact. Says you cannot be silent in this moment. You got to do something. And when she realized she was born for this moment, she immediately sprang into action. Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, because you know you were born for this moment, you can't spend all your time scrolling through Instagram. Because you were born for this moment. There's more to life than TikTok. Because you were born for this moment. You got to do more than watch Netflix and Hulu and Amazon Prime. But your great-grandmothers who never had a college degree couldn't read their way out of a wet paper bag. Your grandmothers were able to say, if I can help somebody as I pass along, if I can cheer somebody with a word or with a song, then my living is not in vain. I want to challenge you today. After we leave this place, all of us are going to the polls to vote. Come on, y'all didn't shout right there. But after it is that you vote, I need you to sit down and figure out your strategy. What were you born to do? Why did God keep you alive when over 2 million people died of COVID? Why did God keep you alive when black people lead in death of every disease? Why did God keep you alive when there were drunk drivers in the car next to you? Why did God keep you alive? I need you to take some time this week and start writing out your business plan. Figure out your strategy, how you're going to college even if you got to go online. Start looking for houses that have foreclosed that you're going to buy and give to your children. Every Japanese family has a 100-year plan. And the Heritage Foundation has a Project 2025, but you have no agenda. What is your strategy that 4 years from now you want to see your family wear? You want to see your children wear? What will it profit for us if we elect a black woman president and a black family don't have an agenda? You got to figure out for yourself that Shakespeare was right. To thine own self be true. There is something that you were called to do, something you were created to do. There's more to your life than paying bills. There's more to your life than working for somebody else. I read a poem the other day that I wanted to give to you today, and that poem is called Do It Anyway. If you are kind, people are going to accuse you of selfish, ulterior motives. Be kind anyway. When you spend your years building, someone can destroy it overnight. Build it anyway. If you find serenity and happiness, they may be jealous, but be happy anyway. The good you do today, people will often forget it on tomorrow, but do good anyway. In the final analysis is between you and your God. What was never been between you and them, it is only between you and the divine. And as a consequence, you got to do it anyway. Those of you who are making a commitment that no matter how difficult it becomes in your life, as of this day, you are committed to do it anyway. Would you give God glory for it even right now?